In this short video, I'd like to share with you how you can create a visual like the tree map. The tree map is a visual. You can see clearly what percentage of everything contributing to the total. I choose this a simple example. Here is the cost element for a company like salary, marketing, delivery, office expenses, insurance, and other expenses. And this is the amount in each element. Simply, you can do the formatting as usual. If you'd like to format that column to be just right click, format cell, and you like to do it in a currency. I don't like any decimal point now, just for simplicity, and if it's a dollar figure. Also, if you'd like to get it in the left side of the column so you can see the numbers, you can create it for amount, or you can create it as a percentage as well. So if I'd like to create it as a percentage, I add a column and I call it percentage, but I need a total here. So I say total. If I like to get the total for the first column, you just go to either auto sum here, and it's comes straight away. That Excel is intelligent enough to capture this data, and this is the total of this column. If you like to get a percentage of the salary of the total, it's a simple function or equation. You say equal salary divided by total. If I'd like to copy that cell down, look here what happened. You don't get it. Why? Because when I actually divided the salary to the total, I write the total cells as a relative cell. What means by relative cell? If I copy down, so this cell of C2, I divided B2, which is the salary, divided by B8. But when I try to get the marketing one, I expect to divide it B3 divided by the same B8. But look what you have. No, B9. So it shifted down. To avoid that, you need to change the relative cell to absolute cell. The absolute cell you find, you put the dollar signs before the column and before the row. But you can use half and half as well, and we can choose that one later on. So you see here, if I copy it, look here what happened. Well, it comes because what happened every time you divided the cell with the same absolute cell, which is the total. You can get the total here as well. It has to be a 1. It's not a dollar because I have to format. You can format the whole column. You can format specific cells as a percentage. I right click, format cells, percentage, and also I don't like it to be any decimal. I just put it in 0 for simplicity. As you can see here, it's all turned into a percentage, and this is 100%. Now, what I need to do now is actually create the tree map using, as I said, you can actually use a percentage, or you can use, so if I choose just the tree and I like to get it from scratch, so we learn together how we can create a chart from scratch instead of help from Excel. So you see here I go up under insert and I use Treemap. It's kind of Excel actually get it, but what I'd like to do here is actually I go to the data source and I delete everything, and I add a series name saying, for example, cost map, for example, and I like to get the series here, like let's get the percentage, so I choose the percentage. Let's say okay. What about the X column? I choose the element. I just choose one of them instead of everything, and you can see here it's a cost map, and you can see all the elements and the value. If I go there, I don't like to have, let's say I'd like to get rid of the keys. I just can write the title again if I like as company overall cost map. Now for the data here, the data series, let's add, if I select if I say add data labels, you can see it comes with names, but I'd like to add the value and the name and play around with it. You can go here and, for example, if you use the label itself, you can this is the label options you have. You can have the category name, which is already there, and you can have the value as well, which is a percentage. What is the separator, what it's in between the value and the category name? You can use here what separate them, like if you like them in two different lines. If I'd like to change the color as well, I can change the color. Also, if I'd like to, so if I change the color, I can change it to black from here, one of one, or I can change all of them to black if I'd like to, or any other color. I can make them a little bit bigger so we can see. And as you can see here is just a tree map showing by glance. Here you can see exactly what is the cost elements. The main one is the salary. You can see the other value is 19% and delivery is 16. It's a very nice visual replacing the table, but it gives a lot of ease to get the information when you create a visual. Thank you very much.